Good afternoon everyone and welcome to story time. We are going to continue with The Penguin Who Wanted to Find Out. I'm going to read chapter 2 today. The First Chick. "What are you doing?" Claudius complained one morning. "If you bounce on my feet any more you'll plant me in the snow and I'll never move again. And stop waving your flippers about like that. It feels like a blizzard blowing up there." Otto didn't stop. "I'm trying to fly," he shouted. "You said I'm a bird. Birds fly, don't they?" "Penguins don't fly," Claudius said. "Now stop jumping on my feet and I'll tell you what penguins do." Otto stopped. He was getting tired anyway. "What do penguins do?" he asked, a little breathlessly. "They swim." "That's like flying in the sea. They're very good at it too." Otto looked up at Claudius. "I want to fly up high like that bird up there. It's going round and round in the sky, and I want to do that." "Well, you can't, so don't start bouncing again. Anyway, what bird?" Claudius was looking up. "Oh my goodness, a skua. Now stay close to me, Otto. Nasty things, skuas. They like chicks." Otto was puzzled. "Are you nasty then, Claudius? Am I... Oh, I see. I like chicks, but not for dinner. A skua will dive down from the sky and steal a nice juicy penguin chick for its next meal. That's why you mustn't wander off by yourself." "I didn't know I could wander off by myself," said Otto. "I'm stuck on your feet." "Not forever, thank goodness," Claudius said, shifting his paw-trampled toes. "You're nearly big enough to walk beside me now, and soon you'll have all the other chicks to play with." "What other chicks?" Otto said. "There's only Leo and me." "There are lots of other chicks now, you'll find. You and Leo were the first chicks to hatch, but you aren't the only ones. When that skua has gone I'll take you round and you'll see what a lot of you there are." Claudius was right. All the grown-ups seemed to be shuffling around with chicks on their feet. Every round white tummy had a little head peeping out under it. Nearly every round white tummy, that is, because Otto was waddling along beside Claudius. Leo couldn't believe his eyes when he saw Otto coming towards him. "Otto!" he shouted up at Nero. "Dad, look! Otto's walking by himself." "Oh yes," said Nero. "You can go and meet him if you like." "Me?" Leo said. "By myself?" "Yes, go on. You're big enough now." Leo looked at the ice all around him. He wasn't at all sure that he wanted to leave the shelter of Nero's nice warm feet. "Won't my feet get cold?" "Not very," said a voice quite near him. It was Otto. "Come on, Leo, we're the first chicks. That's very special. We have to show all the little ones what to do." "I don't know what to do," said Leo. "Anyway, you may be the first chick, but I'm only the second. I'm not at all sure that I'm ready yet." Nero was sure. He tipped Leo on the ice and walked across to talk to Claudius. Leo squeaked, picked himself up and ran after Nero, but Otto headed him off. "Catch me," he called, running a little way. "I bet you can't." Leo couldn't resist that, so a chase began. It lasted a long time. Claudius and Nero watched the two downy little chicks tumbling about in the snow, having a wonderful time. "Let's join them," Claudius said suddenly. "Join them?" Nero said. "I'm too old for all that sort of fun and games." "No, you're not," Claudius said. "It's going to be the easiest way to collect them up. Come on, I bet you can't catch me." So then there were 4 of them in the game, and they had a lot of fun. One of the new chicks wanted to join in, but his father wouldn't let him. "No, not yet. When you're a bit older you can." The new chick was very disappointed, but a little later Claudius and Nero went past with Otto and Leo back on their feet. Otto saw the new little chick watching and called out, "Hello, what's your name?" "Gusto. Can I play with you next time?" "You can play with us when your dad says you can. You're not big enough yet." I'm not very big outside, but I'm enormous inside," Gusto said. Claudius laughed above Otto's head as they moved on. "You're going to have trouble with that one, Otto," he said. "Am I?" Otto said. "He has a father, hasn't he? I won't have to look after him." "You will," Claudius said. "You're the first chick, so you'll have to look after the whole bunch." "You mean all of them?" Otto looked around slowly. There were penguins as far as he could see, and nearly all of them had chicks or eggs on their feet. "No, just your own gang around here. They'll keep you busy enough, though." They did. A few days later, Otto and Leo had lots of new friends. When it was warm enough, they tumbled from their father's feet and played together. The very little ones, like Gusto, just didn't understand that they must stay together to be safe. Otto, watching the skuas circling hopefully above them, had to keep rounding them up. "Gusto!" he was always having to yell. "Come back, you must stay close to me." "Why?" said Gusto. "I only want to see what's over there." "Because I say so. You'll end up as skua as dinner if you wander around by yourself. We must all stay together to be safe. Now come on." "Oh, all right," Gusto said, wandering back into the group. "But I can look after myself. You are bossy, Otto." Nero and all the other fathers were very glad that Otto was bossy. They didn't have to worry about their chicks very much. "Your Otto looks after them all beautifully," one said to Claudius. "You must be very proud, Claudius." Claudius was very proud. Otto didn't know it, though. He came back to Claudius one night and called him up. "Claudius, am I bossy?" "Yes," said Claudius, "very." "Oh dear," Otto said. "They keep telling me I am, but how else can I keep them safe?" "How else?" Claudius said. "You be bossy. First chicks always have to be bossy. You'll soon learn that." And that's the end of chapter 2. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.